Since he was a young fella, Kelvin Ball's always dreamed of being Young Farmer of the Year. In fact, he was all set to head off on his OE, but decided to give the contest another go.
I didn't expect to get this far, so a couple of months ago I booked flights and I organised a visa to the UK, leaving at the end of March.
And as it happened, his third regional final proved to be the clincher, winning the right to represent the Waikato Bay of Plenty region in the grand final.
I still have to go over there to validate my visa, otherwise I don't get my 2-year visa. So I'm going to go over, get that sorted, have a bit of a look around for 3 or 4 weeks, come back and then work hard in preparation for the grand final. Once that's out of the way, I'll go back to England and carry on my OE.
The 26-year-old from Ruawai in Northland now lives in Mount Maunganui, working as a business strategist and planner for Balance Agri-Nutrients.
So you'll get your agendas there, so the purpose of today's meeting is to talk through land use changes over the next 2 to 3 years.
He loves the job because even though he lives in town, he keeps in touch with his rural roots.
I'm involved in the strategy of the company, so we're looking 10, 15 years out and thinking what are some of the influencing factors that might affect nutrient sales into the next 10, 15 years. So that could be things like land use changes, dairy conversions, or is there going to be more growth in sheep and beef, and maybe environmental factors as well. So which regional councils are going to have harsh nutrient limitations. And so with taking all that into account, we've got to figure out strategies to make sure that balance stays relevant in the future and we're returning value back to the shareholders.
When you've grown up on a farm, you love to be out in the wide open spaces. And so whenever he gets a chance, he loves nothing more than getting outside and getting his heart pumping.
I'm a big fan of getting out on the road, going for a run, or going for a run up the mount, or going for a run up Papamile Hills. As long as you're kind of getting that heart rate up for a good period of time, that's one of the most important things to me. My favourite sport would have to be cricket. I've played all my life, since Kiwi cricket right through to now. Cricket's a big passion of mine. I've played since I was 5 years old, right through till now. The highest level of cricket I've played would be when I played for the Waikato rep team for a couple of years. Got to play against a few ex and current Black Caps.
And of course, coming from the winterless north, where you're never far from the sea, living at the Mount is almost like being at home.
Mount's a wicked place, great climate, plenty to do, and as you can see, the surf's always good, so might get out there and join them.
Kelvin's been involved at all levels of the young farmers, from being chairman of the Massey University Club to competing for Manawatu, and now for Hamilton City in July's grand final in Timaru.
Farming in New Zealand isn't just milking cows and building fences. It is that, but it's so much more as well. So the beauty about young farmers is that you don't have to be one to be one. I'd like to think just getting through to the grand final as a non-farmer would encourage other people in my situation to get out there, give the Young Farmers contest and young farmers a nudge, push themselves and ultimately learn and benefit from their whole experience.
The prestige that goes along with representing such a strong farming region as the Waikato Bay of Plenty means there's an added pressure to do well. But Kelvin isn't too phased.
It's the biggest region per capita in the country, and so with that hopefully comes a lot of support, and I'm hoping to do all the guys and gals proud.
Life is really a jigsaw puzzle, and for Kelvin, all the pieces are falling into place.
So my life so far has taken me, I guess, through all the stages that the Young Farmers Contest has within it. The practical side, growing up on a farm, through to the university side, so some of that science and technical aspect, through to the job I'm doing now, which is very business orientated. So all of these things have contributed towards me making it this far.
The last time the region won was 3 years ago, and regardless of the result, 2016 is looking like a great year for Kelvin Ball. If he wins, it'll fulfill a lifetime dream. And if not, he'll rebook those tickets and do the great OE.
To win the competition would be a dream come true. I mean, getting to the stage already is awesome, but to take it home, I can't even fathom that.